Hi, everyone. Today we're going to go through some of the musical elements or some of the musical jargon that you might see if you're in a chorus or a band rehearsal or even at an all state audition. They use all of these same terms. We're going to begin with the concept of tone. Some musicians refer to this as tone color or timbre, which kind of looks like timbre when it's printed on the page, but it's pronounced timbre. The timbre or the tone color of someone's sound is just the perceived sound quality of that sound. So it's the way that you can tell the difference between one person's voice and another person's voice. It's just the way that someone sounds, basically, is their tone. Next, let's talk about intonation. Intonation is the pitch accuracy of a sound. So you might hear someone sing and they might be a little bit like on the higher side of the pitch, and you would say, ooh, they have poor intonation. Intonation is the ability to sing in tune. And sometimes we would say they have poor intonation. They're singing sharp, or they're accidentally singing flat, which would mean that they're a little bit below the proper sound that that pitch is supposed to make. Next, let's talk about diction. And this is a field that's unique to choral music. We don't have this field in the instrumental world. But diction is the pronunciation of vowels and consonants. It's super important to the choral world, whether you're singing in English or in other languages, that people can understand what you're saying so that they can hear the poetry that the composer intended them to hear. Dynamics. Dynamics are just the volume in music. We have lots of words for this: piano, mezzo forte, forte, crescendo. There's a million dynamic words, but you just need to know that dynamics are volume in music. The tempo is the speed of the music. We have lots of words for this too: andante, allegro, presto, ritardando, accelerando. You basically just need to know that tempo describes how fast or slow a song goes. Next, let's talk about blend. Blend is something that's unique to a group of people singing or playing instruments together. The idea of blend is the idea of a unified sound. So ideally, we want a chorus where you can't hear any one individual singer, or a band where you can't hear any one individual saxophone player. We want them to all kind of blend together. So factors that contribute to blend are the volume. Everybody in the chorus has to sing the same volume. The vowels. Everybody in the chorus needs to have long vowels instead of wide nasally vowels. And the vibrato. Sometimes we manipulate the vibrato for certain phrases so that we can blend and tune certain chords. Next, we have the idea of expression. Expression is the ability to show the meaning of the song through acting, so through like moving your arms and expressing on your face, or through sound techniques like on an exciting part, you might choose to get louder so that if someone listened to a recording of you singing without being able to see your face, they would still be able to infer the meaning of the song. Now, I know some of you might think, expression, I don't really have to do this, right? Yes, you do. Stage presence is one of the main grading categories for an all county or all state audition. Not to mention, it's way more fun to watch a musician who's expressive than one who is just deadpan face. Next, we have the concept of balance. Balance is the idea of making sure that all of the parts, soprano, alto, tenor, and bass, can all be equally heard. Sometimes we have poor balance in a choir if we only have 3 sopranos and 12 basses or something like that. Ideally, we would have equally balanced parts. Once you get to be an advanced musician, you'll learn about the sound pyramid, or the idea that the lowest sounds in an ensemble should be the loudest sounds. For example, tubas in the band should be the loudest sound, followed by trombones, followed by like trumpets and saxophones. And the least loud sound in a band should be the flutes, because the flutes are the highest pitched and they tend to cut through and we hear them no matter how loud they are, even if they're quite soft. The same is true in a chorus. The bass should be the loudest, followed by the tenor, followed by the alto, with soprano being the lightest part in the choral ensemble because chances are we will hear the soprano anyway, regardless of how soft they sing. Next, we have the concept of melody. The melody is the main tune of the song. So if you were going to sing the melody of the national anthem, you would sing, "Oh, say, can you see?" It's the recognizable part that everybody knows. Conversely, we have the idea of harmony. Harmony is when two or more notes combine together and sound good. So instead of singing the melody, "Oh, say, can you see?" there might be another group of people who sing a separate part that sounds good with the melody, like, "Oh, say, can you see?" If you put those two parts together, they would sound really cool. And that's what harmony is. Hopefully, this explanation of these musical elements and jargon that you hear in a rehearsal helped you out today.